You had to lose a lot of weight to play him because he was kind of in the midst
He's a
of
welterweight,
his
you know?
Well, and he was in the midst of his crack addiction
Yes.
at that time as well.
Yeah.
So, and you know, you have done that before, lost weight for a character. How
Yeah.
was this compared to like doing it for the machinist?
No, nowhere near that. You know, I mean, believe me, I don't go looking for these things. I'm always, if it does happen, I go, oh, damn, I got to do that again, because I tend to just fall for the movie, the character, and then I'll realize, oh man, I got to do that. You know, I would love to never have to bother doing that. I'd love to get something where I get just to have a bit of pasta and some wine and get a bit of a paunch, you know, whatever. That would be great. You know, just this was a passion project for everybody involved. It wouldn't have gotten made if Mark hadn't had extreme passion for it to push it along for many years. Every single cast member was totally in on it. David was absolutely immersed, and every single crew member was as well. You know, there's a big difference between when you get a movie where some people are just kind of phoning it in and it's a gig, versus something like this where nobody was getting paid anything, you know, but everybody loved it, you know, everybody connected with the story, with the brothers. It was something else to have the real guys there regularly around, and it made every single person connected to it and really rooting for the movie.
And how was it working with Mark in that capacity as brother?
It was great, you know. You know, the guy had been dedicated to this movie for so long. This was his thing, you know. He's from that area. These are local legends to them. This meant everything to him, you know. I mean, I think probably this is the movie that he cares about more than any movie he's ever done in the past. So, and the thing is that. You know, Mickey is a much quieter character, and I've played many of those quieter characters in the past, and they're tricky. They're the tricky ones because nobody notices you know? But Mark does a phenomenal job in this, you know, as does everybody else.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I was especially impressed, I have to say, by your character and your transformation because, you know, it doesn't even look like you. I mean,
Right.
from the voice, from the tiny, skinny,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, that's Dickenese, you know,
Right.
that's a whole different language that we talk right there. Dickie doesn't speak English, he speaks Dickenese.
You tell me about Dickenese.
Well, Dickenese unfortunately would have been something that we would have had to have subtitled. Because, I mean, believe me, the first couple of times I spoke to him on the phone, I had no idea what he was saying. But he got me to agree to a few things. I didn't know what I'd agreed to. But then we would meet. He's got his own words for certain things. Once I got my ear in, it's like he's speaking the Queen's English. I can understand him completely clearly. I get it. And we'd be on the set. I'll be talking Dickenese to him. We'd be talking Dickenese. Everyone around us would be going, what the hell are they saying? Nobody's got any clue. You know, it's a great kind of carny language, like a little lingua franca that no one else has a clue on. But in order for it not to be subtitled, I had to clarify it somewhat, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was interesting. I kind of talked about this before we got on camera, but that you actually had to play down Dickie to make him believable.
Because nobody would have believed it. You know,
Right.
nobody would believe he is such a character. He is so animated. David said to me, Christian, you got him down to a T, but I got to ask you now to just reduce it.
Ridiculous. So it is believable.
Yeah.
How much weight did you end up having to lose?
I never got on a scale. I didn't want it to be about the numbers. I just wanted it to be about the look. You know, once I hit a look where I said, okay, that's welterweight, and we're also right on the cusp where I'm able to, with some makeup, do the crackhead stuff, and then with some makeup, do the cleaned up stuff. He's always wiry, but you know, he was clean mentally and physically at that point.
And how do you do that? How do you safely, because Mark mentioned that because you have done this before, transform your body for a
Right.
role, that you're able to do it safely in a way.
I can kind of do it as a bit of a shortcut, but I mean, look, there's no easy way of doing it. I'm starving the whole time. I'm hungry as hell. But you get in the ring and you box seriously. That is the most exhausting thing I've ever done, and the pounds just drop off. You know, you got no fat on you after you've been in the ring with Dickie for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.